longing for it and said to the mouse, "I wanted to tell you, little mouse, that my cousin has a little son, white with brown spots, and she wants me to be godmother to it. Let me go out today, and do you take care of the house."
Okay, so apparently I messed up, which is fine. Absolutely fair. Um, let's go and do this again. This is my first. So this is my first live stream that I've done myself. I've done others through Clever Kaiju, or Plan Click rather. Hi, my name is Kat. This is my project. It is drawing the short stories or the collected stories of the Andrew Lang Yellow or Andrew Lang Fairy books. Said all this, totally butchered this, so because apparently I don't know where live is. The button for going live is. Yay! Okay, so what I'm doing is I'll be reading the stories. I will be pre-recording the stories, and while I'm listening to it and chatting with you guys, I will be drawing the stories, or at least drawing elements of said stories. So, as you see here, we have a nice, wonderful Kit Kat, just waiting for things to happen, which is all good. Alright, so please feel free to ask me questions or just listen along. Due to the shortness of the first story, it will be playing twice, but in between them, I will be open to questions or just chatting along like what I'm doing right here in a sheer panic. So, enjoy! We'll see what we get. Oh look, I still have more time. Woohoo! Not terrifying at all. Okie dokie. So, let's see, what did I say before? Right. The Andrew Lang's books are a collection of books that were gathered around the world. At the time that they were published, they weren't exactly enlightened, so while they are old, or keep in mind that they are old stories and do not reflect either my point of view or the modern point of view. So, if you have any questions about what that point of view is, please feel free to ask. Yep, we're gonna go with that. Alrighty. So, don't worry, you're gonna find out what the name of the story is very, very shortly. After I erase this terribleness. It's okay though. Oh, don't worry, I'm not going to erase any of these, so this video is being recorded as I'm talking, so you guys are more than welcome to go and poke fun at this at a later date. What's important to me is that it's a process, and I want to show that process not just for myself, but for others who are on their artistic journeys. So, let's all journey together and see how terrible we are, so then we can see how good we are later.
The Yellow Fairy Book, edited by Andrew Lang. From the 2019 collection of Project Gutenberg. Story 1. The Cat and the Mouse in Partnership. A cat had made acquaintance with a mouse and had spoken so much of the great love and friendship she felt for her, that at last the mouse consented to live in the same house with her, and to go shares in housekeeping. "But we must provide for the winter, or else we shall suffer hunger," said the cat. "You, little mouse, cannot venture everywhere in case you run at last into a trap." This good counsel was followed, and a little pot of fat was bought. But they did not know where to put it. At length, after long consultation, the cat said, "I know of no place where it could be better put than in the church. No one will trouble to take it away from there. We will hide it in a corner, and we won't touch it till we are in want." So the little pot was placed in safety, but it was not long before the cat had a great longing for it and said to the mouse, "I wanted to tell you, little mouse, that my cousin has a little son, white with brown spots, and she wants me to be godmother to it. Let me go out today, and do you take care of the house alone?" "Yes, go certainly," replied the mouse. "And when you eat anything good, think of me. I should very much like a drop of the red christening wine." But it was all untrue. The cat had no cousin and had not been asked to be godmother. She went straight to the church, slunk to the little pot of fat, began to lick it, and licked the top off. Then she took a walk on the roofs of the town, looked at the view, stretched herself out in the sun, and licked her lips whenever she thought of the little pot of fat. As soon as it was evening, she went home again. "Ah, here you are again," said the mouse. "You must certainly have had an enjoyable day." Not long after this, another great longing came over the cat. She said to the mouse, "You must again be kind enough to look after the house alone, for I have been asked a second time to stand godmother, and as this child has a white ring around its neck, I cannot refuse." The kind mouse agreed, but the cat slunk under the town wall to the church, and ate up half of the pot of fat. "Nothing tastes better," said the cat, "than what one eats by oneself." And she was very much pleased with her day's work. When she came back home, the mouse asked, "What is this child called?" "Half gone," answered the cat. "Half gone? What a name! I have never heard it in my life. I don't believe it is in the calendar." Soon the cat's mouth began to water once more after her licking business. "All good things in threes," she said to the mouse. "I have again to stand godmother. The child is quite black and has very white paws, but not a single white hair on its body. This only happens once in 2 years. So will you let me go out?" "Top off, half gone," repeated the mouse. "They are such curious names. They make me so very thoughtful." "Oh, you sit at home in your dark gray coat and your long tail," said the cat, "and you get fanciful. That comes of not going out in the day." The mouse had a good cleaning out while the cat was gone and made the house tidy, but the greedy cat ate up. "When it is gone, one can be at rest," she said to herself, and at night she came home sleek and satisfied. The mouse asked at once after the third child's name. "It won't please you any better," said the cat. "He was called Clean Gone." "Clean Gone," repeated the mouse. "I do not believe that name has been printed any more than the others. Clean Gone. What can it mean?" She shook her head, curled herself up, and went to sleep. From this time on, no one asked the cat to stand godmother. But when winter came, and there was nothing to be got outside, the mouse remembered their provision and said, "Come, cat, we will go out to our pot of fat, which we have stored away. It will taste very good." "Yes, indeed," said the cat. "It will taste as good to you as if you stretched your thin tongue out of the window." They started off, and when they reached it, they found the pot in its place, but quite empty. "Oh, said the mouse. Now I know what has happened. It has all come out. You are a true friend to me. You have eaten it all when you stood godmother. First the top off, then half of it gone, then will you be quiet, screamed the cat. Another word and I will eat you up. Clean gone was already on the poor mouse's tongue, and scarcely was it out, then the cat made a spring at her, seized and swallowed her. You see, that is the way of the world.
Okie dokie. So, first story. Woohoo! So, first story of Andrew Lang's Yellow Fairy Book. Woohoo! Such an awesome one! Teaching kids how to not go and ask for things. Oh, I have no idea what the story's about. Never mind. I'm just being silly. Oh my, no! Oops. So the program I'm using is Sketchbook Pro. You can just go and get the regular sketchbook, and it does just as well. I personally like using Sketchbook for quicker sketches and smaller things like this. Don't get me wrong, it's a freaking fantastic program if you're looking for one that's on the cheap. It's a really, really good one. I do enjoy it. Some of my first drawings were done on... Some of my first digital drawings, were done on Sketchbook. And I still continue to use it to this day. Clearly. The tablet I'm using is a Huon... What is this? Huon... Oh no! Which one is this? Oh, there it is. HS610. I don't think that they make this one anymore, which is kind of sad. It's really good for how much, for the bang for the buck. I know Sketchbook doesn't exactly show it due to the programming stuff. Yeah, this is about as technical as I'm gonna be right now. My brain is about as fried as anything. Because, yeah, this is nerve-wracking. Not so much right now, since I've done almost everything to screw it up, so woohoo! You know, everything that can go wrong will go wrong, which, honestly, is the best way to approach things. Just expect things to go wrong. If anyone has ever read the book series Ranger's Apprentice by John Flanagan, I think is his last name. There's a character in there named Holt. And his motto is expect everything to go wrong. And if it does, it won't be a surprise. But if it doesn't, it'll be nice. So, a little bit about me, I suppose. My name is Kat. I live in the States. Specifically, currently in Missouri. I like traveling. I haven't been out of the States yet, but I am hoping that that gets rectified within the next year or so. So that'll be exciting. I'm super excited over that. I've been to a lot of different states, mostly to the different national parks that are floating around. So if you have any questions about like things out and about in the different states, then I will answer them as faithfully as I can without being too obnoxious. Okie dokie. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Well, that's not what I wanted. So, a little bit about the work that I've done, I guess. I've done a couple of book covers and some interior work. No, I don't like how that's going. Wrong button. Alright, so sorry about popping that on and popping that off. I work for a lot of my finer stuff. I work with a program called Rebel, and my silly person has yet to go and make sure that all the hotkeys are programmed the same, because that's something that is ridiculously important. And I have yet to do that. Because I'm a silly human. Very, very silly human. Now, that's not to say that I don't have some hotkeys already done, but I don't have all of them. Oh my god, that's too much. That's too much. Yeah, I'm going to delete that later, but that's okay. I'm just going to leave it alone for now. Now, why am I going to leave it alone? Because it's not super important at the moment. Not to me, anyways. Because I'm mostly going into these drawings just based off of how what I'm hearing from the stories. So when I hear the stuff from the stories, when I'm hearing the stuff from the stories, I am drawing them as I go. And yeah, even though I've been reading them and it sparks the ideas, it's going through. I'm not just going through one simple idea. I'm going through like 3 or 4, and each time I read the story, it's another idea here or an important idea there, or an idea that or a detail that wasn't noticed beforehand. So it's it's different each time. And no, I did not do that whole story in one take. There is no way on God's green earth that was going to happen. Unless I did, voice acting. Voice acting would probably be able to do that, even then. That would still not be a thing. Bring you over. Because little kittens are not exactly known for being elegant. Why kittens? There's no kittens in the story. Well, no, there's not. But at the same time, the kittens obviously tell how much is left in the pot. So when it's all done and over with, poor little mouse gets screwed out of everything. Oops, I probably shouldn't say that. Oh well. using bright colors? It's because it makes my brain happy. A lot of the reason why I do certain things is because it makes my brain happy. Oops, can't do that. Why not? Didn't you just say that you did things with your that makes your brain happy? True, very true. I do lots of things that make my brain happy, but just because I do things to make my brain happy does not mean that I should still do those things. Okie dokie. And the other thing about it is that I still want this to look nice in the end. So I want things to look a certain way. And yeah, I know it's definitely not looking like it's gonna look that way at the moment, but that's the whole point of this, is to get better and to show stories, especially stories that are old, because a lot of the internet, as you well know, or may know, or may not know, a lot of the stuff on the internet is already fading away. So imagine about those things that are not on the internet. You know, more of a delicate nature. You know, that makes no sense. I have no idea if it makes sense or not. But no, there are studies where it shows that, like, what was it, 3 or 4% of the internet is being lost per year. The archive, was it website archive? You can actually find a lot of old websites on there. But even then, of those websites that you can find on there, there's like a whole lot more that are not on there. There's a couple of websites I used to go to when I was younger that no longer exist. And that's kind of sad, honestly, because that's a lot of hard work that people put into their daily lives, or of their lives, to go into these things, and now a lot of them are just gone. Woohoo, this is such an amazing talk right now. Yeah, I'm sorry. But I am very thirsty. Then why don't you shut up and work? I am, jeez. You guys are so mean. No, I'm joking. It's all good. That's not the one I wanted. This is the one I wanted. Okie dokie. Ow. So, you know what they say about sitting in the chairs correctly for your health and all that stuff? Yeah, I don't do that. So, every now and again, when I shift, I will definitely go and move myself a lot. And when I say a lot, I do definitely mean a lot, lot. Definitely looks more like a puppy than Kit Kat. But that's okay. Shouldn't the paws be the same size? Sure. That's okay though. Mm. Jeez, now that you mention it, I am going to have to make that paw smaller. Or the other one bigger. But there's ways around that. I think I'll make it smaller. Yeah, that'll work. one since I'm already over here. Oops, wrong thing. Nah, let's go with this way. Nope. Sometimes you just gotta let your brain go and do whatever it's gonna do. Then you can go and figure it out. That's why I don't get concerned about my drawings so early on. That's better. Yeah, that'll work. Well, okie dokie, folks. This is where I leave you at. I did not get this drawing done, but it will be done before too long, you guys. Alright. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I will see you tomorrow. Yep, you get to go and see me tomorrow. Woo! Alright, hopefully it will be just as amazing, and I look forward to hearing from y'all, and have a great time. Alright, talk to with y'all later. Bye!